everybody, welcome to the channel. Well, this afternoon we have got ourselves a fancy new X-Max. We were lucky enough to get our hands on one of these a little bit earlier than we were supposed to, so I figured it would be a great time to do a little unboxing. I haven't even opened this up yet. It's been tearing at my little childish heart all afternoon, but I wanted to get the workbench cleaned up a little bit and be able to do this for you guys. So we're gonna hop on into this. Looks like we're coming brushless right out of the box here. Little 2-cell capable. Yeah, let's get this thing cracked on open and see what we've got going here. We're also going to be doing a little run video here once we get her all out and ready. Open it up, pretty typical Traxxas. Let's see here. Got the big old TQ. It's going to get us moving, get us going fast. Get that cardboard out of the way. Oh, ho, ho. There it is. I pre-ordered mine here in orange. As you can see, it is very, very orange. In the bag here, you guys are going through this first time with me, so looks like we've got some shock spacers, your typical little toolkit, and then as Traxxas always does a pretty awesome job with all of their literature, so that is pretty sweet. We'll tear into that here in a few minutes. What else we got in the box here? Haha! Looks like they give you a little charger. Little USB-C charger here, and then I'm assuming that this guy is going to be our battery, and it is. Look at that, comes with 3500, 2-cell, pretty chunky battery, and then the good old danger stickers. Don't need those. Get this box out of the way. Oh, and the bottom fell out. All right, we're gonna get to checking this thing out here. All right, let's get the body off of this guy. Maybe figure out how they did the clips. Easy enough. And again, you guys are going through this first time with this. Easy enough. Look at that. Get rid of the plastic here. I mean, honestly, that is beautiful. They did a great job on the color scheme on this guy. No complaints there. Clipless, super simple. Right above the front tires, and actually just behind on the rear. So if you look, it's just inside the rear fender here instead of directly above the tires. I'm assuming for clearance, because this thing looks like it has a bunch of motion in it. Take a peek under the hood here. Get rid of this Traxxas tag here. Everything's full size as promised. You guys take a peek in here. We've got our full size, standard size servo there. It has it appears to be a pretty decent little servo saver on it. We'll see how well that works. And oh, look at that, Mowgli came up to visit us. Get you down. Full-size BL2 ESC there, fully waterproof ESC enclosure or receiver enclosure there, pretty typical Traxxas style. And then we've got our BL2S motor. One thing that I did think was pretty interesting on this motor is right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it in there. There's a groove cut in there on the top and the bottom. And that actually has an integrated cooling fan in it. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not sure how well that is going to hold up, especially since they are advertising this as waterproof. Don't know if you're going to get a bunch of stuff caught in there or whatnot, but we will be finding out. Battery tray here, pretty typical standard Traxxas tray. This one is not flippable, it doesn't appear to be, like they usually are. So I think that it is limited to a, oh, what did they say, 27 millimeter. Let's get the old caliper out of here. It's looking like it is, oh, it's going to be limited to probably a 22 millimeter. See if you guys can see that or not. But yeah, it's 21.5 millimeters. We will drop this guy in here real quick and just see how snug it fits. But it is feeling like it's going to be a bit snug. Yeah, I don't think you can go, I mean, so y'all can see, it's not a one finger operation in here. It's you gotta work that thing in there. So that is a fairly thick pack. Let's see, we got the Revo here. I run a couple of 2S's in there. Let's see if those are even close to being able to fit in here, or if they're going to be too loose, as they are a bit smaller. I think these are 2200s, and I think that is a 3500 that the Max comes with. If I can get this darn thing out of here. Look at that. Okay. Alright, Revo goes back. Alright, yeah. I've got a bunch of these Ovonics 2200s that I've been using in the Revo. So obviously not going to get the runtime you are out of this 3500 guy, but definitely going to have some fun, play around. And it is substantially smaller. It's also substantially lighter. Fits into the tray, but you know what? I'm taking it back. The retention's actually decent. Like, you have to flex this guy down so much to get it over this that it actually has decent retention of those Ovonics 2200s. Ovonics does make a 3200 that does theoretically fit in here. And then for anybody that's, you know, we're all tinkerers. Anybody that does end up going with a conversion and bumping this thing up to 3S, Ovonics does have a 2500 or 2200 3S that will fit in this tray, according to the specs. But we don't have those yet. They are on order. Just looking at the rest of this thing real quick, getting back on track. It's chunky. I mean, it's really chunky. You look at that shock, and that's not a 16th scale shock. I mean, that thing is as big around as my finger. It is a properly 10th scale setup. The rear half shafts here, oh, it's getting away from me, also about as big around as my finger. It feels like it's ready to go bash on some stuff. I mean, it comes with the nice cushion bumpers. They are very compliant. So hopefully that is a positive note and not a negative note. But like I said, tomorrow we are gonna take this thing out to our local skate park, and we're gonna give her a good old thrashing and see if or what anything happens. We'll say immediate first impressions are the tires appear to be a bit small. Obviously not a deal breaker, something real easy to remedy, but they do appear to be a bit small. You know, just for some size comparison, those are off of the Stampede, the 16th Stampede. I've got them on my Revo, or sorry, the 16th Summit. I have them on my Revo right now, and they are slightly taller. A little bit more wheel, a little less sidewall on the tire, but again, being nitpicky, we'll we'll get her out. We'll run her hard tomorrow and see what happens here. For tonight, though, I think we should at least power it up and see what she sounds like, see what she feels like, see how we're feeling about it, and you know, obviously make some gross assumptions and judgments before we even have tires on dirt. Let me see if I got some batteries here that might work in that. There we go. Oh, Mowgli's coming back for a visit. Alright, out of here, kitty. Okay. Let's see. You know, for Traxxas sending these as out as well equipped as they are, double A's don't sound very hard to just go ahead and include with the kit, but you know, again, just being a little nitpicky, and just my 2 cents. All right, receivers juiced up, turned on. ESC. Oh, that's green lights. And yeah, again, true Traxxas fashion. That is a slow servo. I mean, but $250. Honestly, I'm just complaining. At that price, it you can get away with a lot. I love the clipless bodies. I love how good this thing looks. I mean, it's just sitting here looking like a little monster truck right out of the box. It does feel like they put some pretty darn thick shock oil in this thing. So we'll see how that fares. I typically heavy my shock oils up quite a bit anyway, but yeah, let's see what this thing does. Ooh, it's smooth. That is a little she's a little torquey. Dang. All right, I think it's enough talking about it and a little more being about it here. I'm gonna kind of tear into her a little bit. If I see anything else, you know, we'll you know, do the movie magic and make it happen probably right now.